Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Welcome to the latest news update from Benidorm, Costa Blanca and Spain. And today we have a lot of interesting, shocking and funny news to share with you all, guys. It's a top 3 today. First of all, we'll be talking about the situation in tourism. In general, I would like to say that obviously it's not a secret that these times there's a lot of tourists coming to our region, so it's extremely busy everywhere you go. Be prepared for queues in all the theme parks, in water parks, animal, marine, sea life parks, everywhere you will see quite a lot of people. And everything else is also quite busy: bars, restaurants, cafeterias. It's a #1 holiday week right now. It's the most popular time for everyone to come to Benidorm, so we get what it is. However, probably if the things will continue like this with the weather as it is right now, during daytime we hit the real feel of around 43 degrees on the sunshine, even though the thermometer is only marking 31, 33. But due to extreme humidity, it's almost impossible for a lot of people to go outside. So there's been a lot of news reporters that have been going even to Benidorm, to Levante and Poniente Beach to ask tourists on what they're thinking about this weather and if they would be considering to change their time of holidays, the away from the official popular months to go outside. And a lot of people actually said that yes, obviously when you come with children it's complicated because there's a school year in between, so you need to adjust somehow. However, those who don't have children or are able to escape during other months are seriously considering to change it. Let us know what you would do if you would know that temperatures are going to be every single summer like they are right now. And if it's difficult for you to adjust to these temperatures, would you be considering coming, let's say, early autumn, mid-autumn, maybe late spring season, while it's still not so hot, but still be able to enjoy? And it's even way cheaper to come on holidays beginning of spring or end of summer, beginning of autumn. So maybe there'll be a huge shift in terms of holidays here in Benidorm Town and Costa Blanca. The second news that I wanted to share with you all comes from our loveliest Benidorm Town, and it's an incredibly special news because Benidorm has been selected by the European Commission to take part in a selective group of cities and countries, European countries, that will be participating in the project of intelligent cities. There are around 64 different towns and cities that are participating from 17 different countries. The main objective of this project is to support and accelerate the transition, the double transition towards green, sustainable and intelligent city. Apart from Benidorm, there's been a few others here in Spain that have been officially selected, but it's such a prestigious project that we could not be happier that Benidorm has received it. Also, we've got to know officially that Benidorm will be spending more than 4.3 million euros to put new trees, plants, flowers here around the area of Benidorm, put some green parks, alleys, so that it would be way easier for us to survive the hot temperatures and make some more natural shade around all these tall buildings that we have out here. So this is obviously great news, and we're sincerely happy that Benidorm, out of all different cities here in Spain, has been chosen to take part of this project. Out of these 64 cities, 12 of them are in Spain. There's Alcoy, there's Madrid, there's way more, but from our region, the loveliest Benidorm is the winner. So we could not be more thrilled about it. Obviously, it will take a lot of time. It's not going to be a project that will be happening right now, but in the next couple of years, up until 2026, which is when in 2026 we will see how Benidorm has changed. And those of you who will come that year will be absolutely surprised and shocked. let's talk about the next news here on the channel, and it is about that Benidorm finally took seriously, thank you, finally took seriously all the notes, all the information that we've been giving them. And to be honest with you, I feel, and I'm absolutely quite sure, that they are watching our channel. Why? Because basically we talk to them, we give them our business card from Benidorm by Anna YouTube channel, so we let them know that we are here, we exist. However, we did not think they were seeing our channel, and each time when we say something, some improvements, some major issue that we give out there for tourists worldwide, I kind of feel that this is when they are starting to move and improve all these things. For example, the best example is the new campaign that Benidorm's Town Hall is doing right now. They've been publishing it since 48 hours, already a couple of days here in Benidorm, and if you will be here, you will be able to spot it. And if I'll be here, I'm gonna show you on some of the areas when I'll find one, what this campaign, how it actually looks like in Benidorm Town. But it basically says things that you need to be cautious about in Benidorm. And it's actually quite funny because it's giving out all the precautions and all the measures that we have been giving you here on the channel just a week ago, more or less. And now this campaign is absolutely here. So this is how it looks like. You have it here on the screen. And it's an informative, very visual campaign, by the way, with some advice on how to improve your stay here in Benidorm during your holidays and the experience of tourists in Benidorm Town. First of all, what you have here are recommendations that are really varied recommendations. And not only due to high temperatures, you can find the recommendation to hydrate yourself, to stay on the shade, for elderly people, for pensioners, not to be such a long time on the extreme sunshine. Hydrate yourselves very well, which are basic advice, when you go to sunny and hot country as Spain is actually, especially right now, in the peak season of summer. But there are also other advices that say that there's a visible practice of the illegal games, such as the potato scam. If you still don't know what it is, we have a video here. You can check the link down below in the comment about the full video of the potato scam. We've even caught them on camera, so you can actually see how it looks like. And now Benidorm officially says to all people, careful with this scam. Great for Benidorm, but should have been done way earlier, because it's been happening for years and even decades, and they've never did anything about it. Right now, at least, they are officially saying to people that this is an issue. Thank you. We've been doing that for more than a year since our channel has been open. They should have done it way earlier and could have avoided a lot of issues and robberies and stealing money from tourists. But at least right now it's here already. And the other thing, the other precaution they also state in this campaign is about the mojito cellars, which is also something we've mentioned here on the channel. In general, like cocktail cellars on the beach, they say it's unsanitary, and they say that it's also not being checked by the local authorities. So it's kind of, they're not responsible on what's being sold on the beach. So it's not regulated in any way. So you need to be cautious about it. And it's actually true. This is also the thing that we've been telling you guys. Don't buy, please, alcohol from these like sellers on the beach that sell cheap alcohol for a cheaper price. It's going to be way worse, because sometimes they've even put the rubbing alcohol, the one that you use to sterilize some kind of medical equipment, I don't know, some that they use in the hospitals, like 96% alcohol. This is the one that they sometimes add. So be extremely cautious with this. Please don't drink that thing. It's the best way to call it, that thing. Don't drink it. If you want some cocktails, go to the nearby bar. It's going to be €1 or €2 more expensive, but it's a good quality alcohol and it's regulated by law. Like this, you will avoid unnecessary health issues during your holidays. Trust me. So this campaign is everywhere around Benidorm Town. They use every single publicity board that they can, even on the techno hit, on like these like big LED boards. They've put it everywhere so that people could see it, which is actually great because obviously not everyone watch our channel, not everyone have this information. So seeing it in person visually, it's also a great way of avoiding the unnecessary issues and make your holiday safe and really, really on a positive note. It's not only outside, there's a lot of police cars walking down the Levante Beach Promenade, uh, or with a car. There's also some surveillance from the air with drones. You know that there is drones flying around Benidorm Town. And there's also surveillance cameras from boats. So they're all checking this out. And if they see one, obviously they're going to put them a fine. However, they'll be back the next day. They earn way more money, so they don't even care about paying the fine. It's the desire of us to stop, of all the tourists to stop purchasing the services that they offer. Only then is when we'll have safer beach, without these type of illegal practices that cost health for a lot of people each and every single summer here in the area. And now let's talk about the weather. What is waiting for all those of you guys who will be coming shortly to Benidorm, Costa Blanca, Spain, in general, in any kind of part of Spain. Right now, we're not in a heat wave any longer, but it doesn't mean that temperatures are lower as it is. It just means that these extreme temperatures are not during like 4 or 5 days in a row, which is what the heat wave potentially is. So it's going to be sunny. Yesterday it was raining. We've even posted a short video here on the channel. If you did not check it out, check it out. It was raining as crazy here. It was like a torrential, like tropical storm, but it stopped in about like 10 minutes, and that's basically it. There was a huge relief afterwards because the humidity and all this like air full of dust, full of all the particles dropped down to the floor. But afterwards, we got to the same usual plus 40 real feel here in the area. And this is what we'll be having for these next days and weeks. Even though here in the region it's about 31 to 33 degrees real temperature, the feeling of it is way higher due to extreme humidity, starting from 70% up until 90%. So it's quite hard to breathe a lot of the times. In Benidorm, it's easier because it's more open air, especially on the beach line, and in villages like the one that we are right now, which is Albir, just a couple of minutes from Benidorm. It's easier to breathe because there's a lot of wind passing by. If you go to Calpe, Alicante, or like bigger cities, then you need to be very careful because they are so overheated that it's almost impossible to breathe, especially if it's like on a higher point somewhere in the mountains. So bear that in mind, please. Always bring a lot of cold water with you. Bring a sun hat, sunscreen obligatory right now in July and August months, and try to maintain yourself in a shade because that's no joke. Trust me, there's been a lot of issues, a lot of people right now in the hospitals due to the heat strokes, due to these extreme temperatures that their bodies simply cannot deal with because they're coming from colder countries. So the temperatures will be more or less the same right now. On next Wednesday, they're going to drop a tiny bit because it might be raining here in the region. But before that, it's just going to be sunny with a tiny bit of clouds. The water temperature is almost of 28 degrees right now, so it's ideal, but it's still helping, however, to deal with heat. But if it will go even higher, it's not going to make any sense to go to the beach because it's going to be the same temperature as literally is outside. Hopefully, it's not going to be the case. Thank you for accompanying us on today's Benidorm news updates, the news from Costa Blanca in Spain. Everything that you should know if you'll be coming here on holidays shortly. I wish you a lovely day, and we'll see each other tomorrow in a new video where we will check the first ever of this year open air cinema on Benidorm's beach. I'll see you then. Bye.